On the ones and twos, on the ones and twos. Hey. For like the sixth time today. I've been running this all day.
I just realized this was the same song. You're gonna make me not like it. Just
I'm sorry.
because.
I'm sorry. No, I won't try to make you like it.
No.
I'm doing like the radio does. Damn.
I'm not that person. I'm that person, like, you know, when the box used to be the thing and they would request the same song
You get
over
mad?
and over, I would end up not liking the song just because it got played that quick.
I'm sorry. But this is the last time for like at least the next hour or so.
Or at least, nah, you owe me tonight, so
I'm saying.
for the next week, maybe.
Hey, let's let them know. You have now tapped into the Deez Ninjas podcast, and we are so glad. So glad that you came to kick it with us. I am JJ Dynamite, the coolest ninja you know, and I'm here with some ninjets. How y'all doing? Taz, what's up?
I'm good. How are you? Hey, y'all. Hey.
Nikki Savage, special guest. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Shanni Love, how you living?
I'm great.
Hey.
I'm not gonna ask you how you are. She already did.
Hey.
We covered that.
We covered that. That's a recurring theme now. I guess I started something. Hey, man, if y'all ain't heard that joint, man, y'all go tap into that, man. Go find it on Google.
Well, tell them who it is.
Nah, do your Googles. They heard it.
They might have a hard time finding it like I did, though.
They heard it, man. I'm not fucking Donnie Simpson.
You want people
They
to
gotta
like
have
it, but they
that
don't want to
sound.
say what it is and who it's. Come on, man.
Man, they heard them bars, man. They heard them bars,
They don't mean
man.
they know who it is, though.
Just say it.
Fine. Man, that's Freddie Gibbs featuring Jadakiss. Y'all didn't hear Jadakiss. He came with that fucking grown man rap on there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Was
Had
that
to turn
so
it off.
hard? That was hard.
Nah, man. I just want people to do their Googles. You know what I'm saying? You can do all kind of Shazam and all kind of stuff now.
Yeah, now you
shit's-
know what? I use Shazam a lot, but it do piss me off sometimes because like a song will come on TV and you're like, oh, I need that song, and it'll keep coming up. No search results found, and you're like, really, bro? That's a
You could
whole
even
song.
like just hit the Google and it'll be like, "What you want to hear? What song that is?" And it'll be like, "Listen," and
Sometimes.
it'll grab it.
Sometimes.
It'll grab it. Even though we was talking, so we could throw the YouTube algorithm off.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Can't let them catch you. Can't catch you slipping. You know what I mean? How was y'all week though? It's all ladies. It's all ladies. Cash not here.
It's ladies' night.
I was
I'm here.
I can.
And
Yeah.
Saturdays are
I'm
still
here.
for
So I'm here,
podcasts.
but I got all ladies in the house with me. Cash not here. We've been, you know what I'm saying? We'll see you again next week, my guy.
We miss you,
Yes.
Cash.
Yeah. My guy.
Yep.
Shout out.
We missing Barb too, but you
We
know,
missing Barb, but that's
I don't
vacation
feel bad
Barb.
about that. Yeah,
That's
'cause she on
vacation Barb.
vacation.
That's what she does.
So I don't feel bad. She
You know?
laying on the beach somewhere.
Yeah. She's like laughing at us. Back on the microphones. Sand in my toes. I mean, is it sand where she's at right
Where'd
now?
she go?
I think so. She went.
She be going
I'm
to
sorry,
like
when I
she be going to
started
like
laughing, it
exotic
went like-
spots. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to tell them where she at right now because it's like
Okay.
crazy people in the world. They be doing
True.
weird shit.
You're right.
No, that's real talk.
So
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, maybe after she get back, we can
But
tell her
I
about
can tell
her.
she didn't go to like no common place because when
Nah.
she said it, I was like, "You're going where and why?" But
Nah.
okay,
I mean, honestly, if they go there, they like chase her down. They like on some, they like on some the golden child shit.
No,
Like,
for real.
yeah. So I think she'd be okay. Shout out to Barb. Shout out to Cash. I mean, shout out to Ceci. Thought we had Ceci today, but she got caught up in something. The world is crazy.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
it is.
You feel me? But how y'all doing? How was
good.
y'all week?
Amazing.
Mine's was honestly because I'm back in person. It started off good, and then the kids I think got wind of the fact they were about to be off a week, so they turned up because we off for a whole week
For Thanksgiving?
Whole.
Oh, that's the game has
I'm
changed.
so happy.
The game has changed.
It wasn't like that when we was kids.
One
thought it
day we got
was.
Thanksgiving off. We
No.
got that Friday off.
We was
and
off
go
for
back
the
to
whole
school.
Wednesday,
week.
I felt
Thursday,
like that
Friday
too.
off.
I didn't even got Wednesday off. We used to get Thanksgiving off. We used to get that day after, and then that was a wrap.
I used to remember getting off for Wednesday,
feel
but
like-
most parents still didn't send
And
you
then
the
you had
first
to
2
get ready
days.
for that Christmas vacation. That was
Yeah,
lit.
that Christmas vacation
But
was the one.
I'm looking for
Shout out to my job though, because we have another wellness day. So not only am I off for Thanksgiving and Black Friday, I'm off for Wednesday.
That's
Oh, so you
nice.
got that Wellness Wednesday?
Yes.
I feel that. I love it. I love it.
Me
I
too.
love it.
I'm going to enjoy every moment of being off for a whole week. Every moment. I ain't
That's
getting up
amazing. A
early.
whole
How
week.
you feeling being back in the class with the
I
kids?
don't like it. Because that's why, like I said, they will turn up for absolutely no reason. You're just like, baby, it's Wednesday and it's early, and they just
I saw a thing in our topics thread where kids were like doing like whole like little rundowns on why they should be abolishing homework. That's the
okay. So
vibe
let
now.
me tell you about that.
Why didn't we
Are we
think of
going
this?
into
I know.
I just want to know why we didn't think of this.
No, we've been trying to get away from homework for a long time.
I didn't really think
we
about
didn't-
abolishing it. I just,
But we
if I
weren't
didn't want to do it,
campaigning.
I didn't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, we weren't campaigning for
And
it.
these
For
kids
sure.
shouldn't
I'm
be
saying.
campaigning for it either. Because let me tell you why.
Please.
Okay? Now, this is no diss to anybody's parenting skills or their children. But you know, they used to say repetition is what,
Right.
keeps you learning.
Yeah.
A lot of these babies need the repetition.
You saying
Of
there's some
doing it
stupid
at
babies
home.
out here?
I wouldn't say they just need the repetition.
So yes.
I'm just saying because
Okay.
some of them
Okay.
be complaining.
I
I don't want to
I won't
do
put you in a
homework.
paint you in a hole like that.
They complain about doing homework, but baby, you can't read, so you need to read.
You need to-
outside of class. You
Baby,
really need.
You need to be in the books.
Man, because in all honesty, I tried to break it down to a kid before, right? And for me, the way my style is that I don't teach above. I like to bring it down to your level, right? If you look at the time you get to school, right?
Right.
You usually don't start on time anyway, because it take a minute, right? Then you got 20 minutes for recess, another 40 for lunch. So that's an hour you can't count in that time. So if I'm only going over, let's say, math for 30 minutes, you kind of need to practice.
You got to
outside of
reinforce that.
Yeah,
Right.
and the system is so different now because when we were younger, it's like
Well, we weren't getting 40 minutes for lunch. I just want to say that.
we were not.
we weren't. But like when we learned the subject, right? That was kind of like a whole week process, right? No, like literally, imagine learning your times tables. You're gonna be on the 5s Monday, the 6s Tuesday.
So if you miss it, you just miss
right.
it.
Right.
So you kind of need homework the way the game is set up now.
So childs are getting left behind.
Yeah, they are.
I just
They are.
I just feel like
Oh,
when we were coming up, like a lot of the stuff that was taught in school, you don't use a lot of it.
You don't.
The only
Right.
thing that I can agree with is a lot of adults do not know how to read, and I'm shocked
Yeah.
at how many adults do not know how to read.
Well, yeah, that's true. I'm shocked at the amount of adults that I've run across that can't read too. So I agree.
Right.
And
I
that's
agree.
why we're
I
not
agree. It's
giving
like,
them
we're
no homework.
We all sitting there looking like, yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did
Man.
that happen? Like, how do you just?
Because you are a kid who does not learn to read, who then becomes an adult who still can't
And
read.
they just push you through, and they
Yeah,
push
you just
through.
keep on going.
They push you through, and you get by. Get through class, however you get through it, and you don't have to pass to really get through to
Right.
the next grade.
But when we say this they, I just have to put this out here. We got to throw the parents in that they, because what I have found being on this side of the
Is
game,
that the parents can't read
Yeah.
either?
Right.
some of them can't, but no, they do this thing of when you're sitting there going, okay, so your baby is behind. And if they don't catch, your baby might need to repeat this grade because they didn't get any of the fundamentals they needed. Because remember, they go home, they don't do homework. When they come to class, they sleep because they up all night playing Fortnite. So when they come back in, they still don't, they sleep through class.
It
so
is.
them parents go, it doesn't matter. No, my baby, you're not going to hold my baby back.
Yeah.
And so then they go on to the
It
next
is.
grade, still not knowing those
So the
subjects.
parents bang on them, and they get the kids to keep
Yeah.
going through, even though the kid is dumb.
Yes.
Kids is below the equivalent of
Yes.
the grade that they're going to, and they just always stuck behind.
Yeah,
the ball.
and then when they get to the end and they can't function, then they go back and they go, it's the teacher fault because you let them go. Ain't nobody trying to fight with you about your baby. You want your baby to keep going, they gonna let them go.
Get your shit off, sis.
Yeah.
They are.
Passionate about that
I mean,
shit.
No, it is true. I mean, I had kids and I did have to be on them.
Thank
Like, you
you.
have to read to me for 30 minutes. Like, I need to hear you. I need
Parents
to know
need
that
to
you
do that.
understand. Like, what was that about? You know, so
I'm actually
it's time consuming for
now,
sure. But
now that I'm older, I can appreciate the fact that even though like I was never left behind or in summer school, my mama was like, nah, y'all niggas finna do at home summer
for
school.
sure.
I don't care.
I definitely
Oh, so
did that.
you had the extra work. shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was really young, my mom really did that more so when I was really young. But
Yeah.
that kept me from. I was very able to. I was to retain the stuff from school, so that's why I felt I didn't need homework because I got it.
Right.
I
She
got
wanted
it.
to
Like
keep
once
that
I,
mind.
once I
Yeah.
get, of course, that was the idle mind is the devil's workshop. All that
Yeah.
type shit.
I would be at work printing all that shit out.
Right?
It's like,
Yeah.
Bring that back. Parents, if you listening, bring that back.
With homework at home.
Homework
Yeah,
at
like-
home.
like
do
Homework
these-
in the summer.
do these little workbooks. Do these, you gotta see
yeah.
the
No, I
workbook.
had the workbooks and everything.
Yeah, I
That
had
shit
all that.
helps.
You read a book for punishment. Like, that's your punishment. You go read a book, then you go write a paper, then I'm
They
going to
still
grade
do
it.
standards.
No, because we're not
know.
really allowed to punish children. Again, that is the
Oh,
new
my
way
goodness.
of the parenting.
Whoa.
So now, like, it's some schools that I'm at, you cannot bench the kids. You can't take away recess. The school I'm at right now, they don't care. They gonna do that anyway. But for the most part, you can't do that.
Whoa, they don't have
So,
standards.
yeah. Nothing, though. They
Nothing
don't
that
do
is going
You
to
can't
make a
punish- you know
child
that shit, you
feel
can't
bad
punish
about
the kids.
themselves.
You see my face?
Yeah.
It's nothing that's gonna make the child feel bad about themselves. It's all about
So
how it
no-
makes them feel.
So you just tell the parents
So
essentially.
you're always
and
you're
Yeah,
giving
basically.
positive reinforcement to whatever action,
Yes.
negative
Or-
actions.
Yes.
So when when they turn up in your class,
Oh, I don't have that problem because
what if you did? What would be the?
I promise you, I don't have that problem because I let people know from day one when I step in that I'm crazy and I don't care about the rules.
But what?
So-
But
what
she's
are other
saying.
teachers
But she's
still
saying. Say
doing?
they said, okay, you said you're crazy. I don't care. And now, what action can you take?
So the way it works now is basically, you have to do the de-escalation and you have to send them to the principal's office and then they end up back in your class. But at the school I'm at, like I said, they don't give a damn. They will put you on that bench, and if you act too far out, they calling your mom. No, you got to come get him. Like, it ain't no, since I can't bench him, you got to come get him, and he can't come back tomorrow or the
then
day
you got
after.
a mad parent coming up to your
Yeah,
school.
that's the
And you be
worst.
like,
that
oh,
you gotta
well.
deal with, because these
Now
parents
I
right
delete
now is
work.
wild.
Yes.
Get your ass in this
Right.
car. You got
See,
to do
that's
some
what-
work for
you know
that
what?
shit.
That's what I
Right.
expect from most
Hey,
people.
No,
hey,
for real.
Shawnee, that's what I was getting ready to say. No,
They don't get
that's
that.
how it would have been. That's us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
you done got in trouble at school, right? Get your ass in this car. You done fucked up. Now you got to go home and deal with whatever you got to deal with. Now, the parent is coming tripping on the teacher
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the whole
Oh,
school.
no.
for putting them, for sending the kid home or for whatever. That's what we saying.
Yep.
It's hard now. It's rough on them.
And the
'cause-
crazy part is they didn't want their kids at home when they had the chance to be there for you to love on them and teach them all them skills. Now you sending them back into the classroom for them to be my problem.
Oh, they were mad when them kids had to be homeschooled.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, because
Y'all got to deal with your kids 24/7 now.
and they
I
found out
would've
what
been
the
mad.
teacher is dealing with during the day, just trying to get them
Yeah.
to do fucking simple things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some parents cared and we could see a difference, and then you can still see the difference in those. That was just like, no, because these kids literally, like, I told one of the teachers the other
I've
day.
never heard that aspect for that point though. That
What?
point right quick before you go. I've never heard because I've only heard the bad side of that since this whole pandemic is going. Like when you hear that story and you hear all the bad stories, but you know how you just said, but other ones where the parents
Yes, some
stepped
do.
up and you can see the difference. I haven't
Hell
heard
yeah.
that. I just haven't because we always talk about the bad. We always talk about the bad. Right? I want to commend the parents.
There are some
that
parents
did
that
part,
when I
that
tell
did that.
you-
even though that's what you're supposed to do, but still, we only hear the negative side of that.
But no, they
perspective.
stepped it up. Like, some of these parents be like, what you need? I got pencils, I got paper. So, because, usually what parents a lot of people don't realize is that a lot now of what goes into the classroom comes out of the teacher's pocket. This ain't the same game like when we were young.
I've seen that.
And they really got it.
I
and
knew
the
that.
extras.
I've seen that.
It comes so much out your pocket. So now I be seeing parents come, oh, I brought paper for the class. I done bought pencils for the class. Like, you know, they try. Those who really now appreciate it. But them other
But that's
ones,
where you see a lot of the difference in the teachers.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, if they have it to do that.
Yeah.
They have it to do it.
My kid's teacher used to send a wish list, like for the classroom.
Really? I need to try that. As a sub.
Yeah.
I need to try that.
Definitely.
But you know, it's
Like
the
a
thing of
registry.
just,
yeah, like just stuff that they could use for the classroom.
even if they didn't do that, if you could just get your kid in line for when they in my class, that would be even better than all of that. But when I tell you, these kids are like master manipulators now. You know, like when we were young, you could, if I had to call my mama, she like, I don't want to hear nothing you say because I know you didn't did something.
Right.
These kids, mama, but they did, and they like, okay, baby, I'm coming up there. And it's like, ma'am, your kid started the whole fight. Like we see it with our eyes, and you just and that be their reality. Right. So yeah, I know we have to get off of that, but I just want to say to all those kids that are out there that are listening, you gonna have homework. It's gonna happen.
I hope the kids ain't listening.
Right.
But I know y'all badasses are.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this ain't for kids.
They be like, Mama, did you hear the Deez Ninjas podcast today? Like, you know.
Could be like, these ninjas, kids, these ninjas. Yeah. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
I'm glad that, you know.
And I'm off a whole week. We earned that.
Wait,
by the way.
Once again, I forgot about that. Let's give it up for getting
Yes.
a whole week.
Whole week.
A whole week.
We got to get right before these last 3 weeks that you know is going to be chaotic of the school year, and the school semester, and then we get a month off.
Damn.
You need it when you are in it. You
I
need
can imagine.
It ain't even
it.
vacation.
I get it now. I get it now. My people just touched down out here from Houston today. That's why they able to do that.
Oh, they teachers?
Yes.
Yeah, you need it.
That's why they're able to do that is because they didn't got a week off for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Man.
Hey.
Let me tell you, I used to get so many days off, and people were like, dang, the teachers are always out. Like, when are y'all ever in? I said, yo, honestly, if you dealt with what we deal with from day to day, you be needing them days in between.
I mean,
just to not look at
if the students is off, the teachers should be off.
Right.
I think.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree.
for sure.
Like what the hell? What do they expect? That's dumb if they think something different. All right. Let's see. Anything else happen this week for anybody? Oh, you know what? I started doing photography. And in learning about simple little things in photography, I learned how much I didn't know about photography. Like, just like little simple stuff about your camera. Like, I got these expensive ass cameras and like all this. I don't even know how to use them. So now I'm learning. And it's like real
You're learning
fun.
all the features.
I'm just learning like the basic features. Like, you should, like, I didn't even know that much. All I know is like hit the button, turn it on, videotape. Or hit the button, is it in focus? Take the picture. But I didn't, you know, all these lenses and all that. I gotta commend the photographers out there that's doing all that. On each picture that they take. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Each
learn how to
one.
Photoshop good and stuff too? Clean up, edit?
I'm already decent at that, even though I'm, you know, improving. But just, I'm talking about just the initial capturing the image.
Oh, okay.
And what goes into capturing the image and like the lighting and the exposure, all that shit is, yeah. I commend all you photographers, man. Y'all the shit. Y'all the shit. Y'all ever mess with any of that?
No.
I don't do that, but
For fun, you know.
I mean, because I be
phone
seeing people
photographer.
like, even people that do it like
That's
on
right.
their
I take a mean selfie.
Yeah.
even people
I'm a
that do it
phone
on even
photographer.
people that do like it on their phone. You got like all these pro modes and all these extra
Yeah, I don't do
stuff
all
on their
that.
phone.
because some of them,
I be seeing, because I see niggas post and they be like, you know, capturing the image. I be seeing niggas talking like they photographers out here.
no, you could do some shit with your phone though. Even though I'm team Android, I've seen some iPhone pictures that look really top of the line. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
this is dope.
Hold on, man. Man, you are now tapped in with Deez Ninjas podcast. You are speaking with JJ Dynamite. What's up, man?
What up, man? I was trying to get my call in on.
Oh, he's trying to get his call in on. Right? You in the spot, man. How you feeling, man?
Oh man, I'm good out here looking for a white rabbit in the world of black bears.
Hey,
I'm not.
that
with
should
him
be easy
today.
to find.
Hey man, you would think, right?
Yeah,
Too much black, man. Can't find a little motherfucker.
it's dark.
Dark out here.
Darkness is spreading, huh?
You said it's dark and hell is hot.
Hey, tell Taz that I might have to compromise my body to get access to the stars and get to catch up on BMX.
All right, I don't think we really missed nothing right there. Had a little, little mishap right there, technical difficulty. What's up, though, bro? Sorry you couldn't be here. We shouted you out.
All day. We doing it after Thanksgiving, though. I'll be there because I need to come pick up my robes.
Okay.
Hey, tell him that he could have watched the season finale here with me since we'll be here.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna watch it as a pod, and then we'll tell you about it.
I'm about to have access. I'm gonna catch up this week.
Okay, that's what's up. You're gonna it's the finale this week, so like now when you catch up, you're gonna be all the way caught up. You don't have to like even catch up no more until next season.
Yeah, that's the thing. I planned it that way.
Yeah. All right. That's what's up.
I get y'all kicks off. Hi, y'all, and one love to my ninja peoples.
Hey.
All right, Bakersfield.
Let's do it.
Y'all heard that. That was Cass tapping in with us from Bakersfield. Live. No, we had a little technical mishap. We good though. We good. I'm quick with it like that.
Okay.
Okay, these ninjas.
All right, man. Look, it's not a gang of stuff on the topic list, so I got to ask you guys a question before we even get into all these crazy topics, right? Because I saw something like this, and it made me think back to when I was a kid, and I went to somebody's house, and like they whole get down was different than the get down in my house. And so, what was the first time that y'all like ever went to somebody's house and saw that like their whole hygiene routine was different than your hygiene routine at home?
My mama really didn't let me spend a night like that at folks' houses, and
Okay,
even
so
when I did one time, my dad got in trouble because she was like, "I don't know them people. Why you do that?" So then when I got older, like and this is no shade to anybody in here. I know I'm gonna catch some backlash. I just don't like the whole pets in the bed thing. And I was seeing that when I got like in middle school, and it was just weird for me because our pets was always outside. Right. So pets in the bed, pets on the counter, pets everywhere, like that just it's a no for me. And I know adults do that now. That's why I said no shade to anybody, but that if I had a pet, it just wouldn't be going down like that.
Okay.
So that has to do with hygiene.
That definitely has to do with hygiene. That's high on the hygiene scale. Because I mean, if your cat is walking across your counter and you be cooking on that cat,
that's disgusting.
It happens.
I mean, people they just walk wherever they want,
and then people bring that shit to the potluck.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm not a person
I
that
don't
got a
keep pets.
cat.
I only have fish,
counter.
so I've only ever kept fish. So I never had a problem.
You never had to worry
my
about
fish
that.
stay in the tank, so I don't. That ain't never an issue for me.
But that was my story. What about like he said? Any hygiene stories when you?
I don't know if it's. I'm the same. Like I didn't like to spend the night at people's house. I would tell my mom to say no. I would be like, I'm about to come and ask you. I need you to say no.
Like spending the night?
No,
I
like people to spend the night at my house.
I was the only child, so it's
Me
like,
too.
And I didn't have a lot of friends whose people's houses like I used to go to, but just a few, right? And it's like you go over, you like when they parents hook shit up for you, you know what I'm saying? So you can do what you got to do and shit. And you're like, oh, okay, all right. So this is not how we do it in my house. You feel me?
Right.
Like, first time you like go to somebody's house and like maybe like they use like sponges instead of fucking wash rags.
Yeah,
or,
man.
like,
I used to see a lot of that.
I'm gonna tell you one thing that was cold. I thought one time I went to somebody's house and I thought I saw an upgrade, right? Because they was over there using liquid soap. We didn't have liquid.
Like, you had that powder soap?
No, we had
like
bar soap. We had bar soap.
To wash the hands.
I mean, but they had like Neutrogena and all that shit.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen no Neutrogena. I was like, this is some
right.
This is some high end shit right here. You know, so I thought I was like stepping into some. I used to like going over there. I'm like over there. They got the little-
Yeah, like when I got older, I did
They
have
got
friends
the
that like
pump
lived in the
soap.
hills. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going over their house. you
Yeah,
know.
they got the pump soap over there.
Yeah.
You know,
But,
shit, it's going down. It's the thing.
Now, my wake up call was when I left home for college the first time because
Right.
I had to live in the dorms. So that, like, I'm like them. My mom wasn't big on letting me out of her sight like that.
Right.
So when I moved away and had to live, I lived in a co-ed dorm first off, okay? But, you know, they didn't let your rooms couldn't be co-ed, but the floor was co-ed where I lived.
I'm about to say, man, that sound lit.
For me, like, my mom would always talk about me because I do have a tendency, you know, to kind of leave the clothes that I wore the night before on the floor and then I'd pick it up the next day or whatever, which drove her crazy. But they're like going into the bathrooms and seeing like people's hair all clogged and things like that was different. I'm like, that's how y'all lived? Like, so I struggled a lot because even though, you know, I went in with the shower shoes and stuff, if I didn't have to shower every day, I probably would only shower when I went home. Like if that wouldn't have been mandatory to know I needed to shower. Because I went home every weekend.
Because you wasn't putting
Right. So I did like the real deep cleaning when I would go home on the weekend.
You was on the hop in, you was on the hop in, hop out. Like,
Yeah, I really was. Because I mean, the shit you would see, you wouldn't even expect to see in a women's area. That you was just kind of like, I mean, I'm not gonna go graphic, but I mean, it was just some shit where I was just like, y'all really live like this? It was so bad that even the people who, because we had, like, you know, the janitors that came and cleaned it up, they used to cuss us out because we had black janitors. So they used to like cuss.
What the fuck is going on in here?
Yes.
Somebody, y'all know how to wash your ass and clean up that way?
Yes, it was that bad. That's how she would sound, and I would crack up because I'm like, she was telling the truth.
But wait a minute, back to what you said. Why is the ladies' restroom always the nastiest fucking restroom?
What's crazy is
no clue.
We would think that, you know what I'm saying, like, dude thinking, you know, like, besides the fact that we know women to be crazy if you live with women, you would think that the women's bathroom would be a little better. But y'all always say that shit.
It's not.
It's pretty nasty.
Which is why I don't use public bathrooms. Like, unless it's in dire
I
emergency.
can see it really getting bad.
And
like
you could,
yeah.
You can always tell who don't drink enough water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad.
It's rough. I mean, it's rough. That's why.
That's graphic.
Like you said with the hygiene, I don't do public bathrooms. So I'd rather hold it until I do that dance going in the house, so I don't have to go to the public bathroom. But that's when I learned.
I mean, I don't think
people
anybody wants to really. Sometimes
some people don't mind. They be like, oh, I gotta go.
I don't mind.
I'd rather be comfortable.
I don't mind. It's easy for me.
I will not do number 2 in a public bathroom, but I will do number 1. And I actually bought my own toilet seat covers from Amazon and my own little travel toilet paper and stuff like that, because a lot of that stuff is nasty. Using the same toilet paper as thousands of other people.
Well, when I really have to go, how I try to eliminate that is like I tear a whole lot before I would actually tear.
That's what I do too.
Man,
I do that too.
Yeah.
All right.
And I pull a bunch of the things out
the
first.
bathroom.
No, but she was just saying, I get what she's saying, because especially now with COVID, with touching shit, I do the same thing with paper towels. Like, I'll take a few out, throw it away before I get one I'm actually going to dry
I'm
my
with that
hands.
too. I do that with everything.
Yeah,
I do that in the grocery market.
This was me before COVID, though.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I do that with everything. We go just do stuff outside of the bathroom after right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get out of there. It's nasty in there.
It is.
So
things happen.
I can't. But I think from being that traumatized is why I just struggle. I even struggle, honestly, going to hotels. Like, you could get a really nice hotel, and I love the shower thing, but actually being in the bathroom space for too long, it gives me like anxiety, because I just feel like there were other people in there before, who says they clean it that great.
I take my own cleaning supplies.
I do too.
I do
Always
take the
have.
Lysol.
No,
But
I'm
it's
like
still
talking
not the
about
same.
cleaner and
spray,
scrubbing shit down. Always
I do
have
that too.
when I stay in hotels.
Even before COVID, I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, me too.
That's all right.
It's a little
I don't know.
OCD.
Like,
It's a little
I do
OCD.
all that. different.
No, it's
But I
one
definitely-
thing if you in your own mess, your own shit.
Right.
People live how they live, but dealing with somebody else's, you know,
Yeah.
No, I feel that. I mean, I'm always wary in hotel rooms and shit like that. That other people there. I know somebody that had a bed bugs incident in the hotel.
Yeah, see?
Oh no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And that can get crazy because that's nothing that you want to fuck with.
Nah, because you gotta give
You
it
gotta bring
You
that
gotta change your
home.
life. You gotta change your life right quick. Like your whole
Yeah,
life,
exactly.
your whole life
Everything.
changes like for a couple days at least until you can change some shit up. All right, crazy week, rough week.
Very rough.
for you.
No, I'm talking about in
Oh
news.
yeah, with everything that's
for
going
me,
on,
yeah.
no doubt.
for
Yes.
me, my I told you I just was doing photography shit, and that was cool for me. It was cool for me. It was a different learning experience. I can fuck with it. But besides that, yeah, rough week and just in general. Let's see. Let's just go to the obvious first situation what just happened. Well, no. First, let's say rest in peace to young Dolph. Young Dolph
Yes. Rest in peace.
Rest in
was
peace.
shot and killed earlier this week at a cookie shop that he was just promoting like the week before. That's
That shit
unfortunate.
crazy.
It's another rapper slain, another young black man slain, and
Another
our coach,
father.
another
Another father.
Husband.
another
Yep.
husband, another neighborhood influence.
At home. That's
yeah.
the part.
Yeah, and we keep this culture up. We're gonna have to stop, holding this thing on a pedestal. Just this like murder and this homicide and I got you. We got to figure out other ways to work out solutions, to work out problems.
I think the older generation is with that, but how much of the younger generation is?
I know,
Right.
and I'm sorry, but I hope so. The younger generation got to do it too. You know what I'm saying? You're right. And some of this, we probably set the stage for a lot of this because we had a violent.
For sure.
All our shit was violent.
Yeah.
Shoot you, bang,
Yeah.
bang. They got to kill you, shoot you.
No,
And so-
no, it's true though, because even with like, okay, how I've been playing GTA.
Yeah,
People was playing that back in the day. A lot of kids,
I know, man, but that's not real life.
it's not real
And I
life,
don't
but that
think
still
it's fair.
helps influence. That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know because that was going on before GTA. It's been going on way before GTA. GTA just got introduced.
Right.
I was an adult when GTA was introduced
Uh,
first.
the point is, kids are playing that shit, and they think that shit is cool. So that correlates with
I'm not
kids
gonna
shooting up shit and all of that.
poo it because whatever is contributing to it, you know what I'm saying? It's contributing to it because it's still here. We see it. If the kids, like they shooting recklessly, like right now. It's I don't know if it's crazier than it was for us coming up.
I feel like it is.
Maybe
really
a certain
do.
time,
think
maybe
so.
particular times when we were coming up because it was a real crazy time. When I
It
was coming up.
was. Me too.
But I think, and I could be wrong, I felt like growing up, it seemed like it was intentional though. Like if you actually got somebody's family member, you were intentionally trying to take out the family member because you couldn't get to that person.
But think about all the drive-bys, the randoms.
Yeah.
It was a lot
right.
of
But
that
I feel like
going
now
on.
everything is random. Like they don't care. Like it's just like
I don't know if everything is
For me,
random.
it
There's
is.
probably a lot of random stuff, but I think a lot of the stuff is still intentional.
But I think the
think
reason
we
why I
just
brought
gotta
out up the father thing is we can't keep complaining about how our kids are growing up without dads, but we're taking the dads. Like, so
for sure.
at what point you can't have it both ways? Like,
That's
you
for
just
sure.
can't.
But we also, man, I'm sorry. We just got to figure out other solutions to
I
some of these
agree.
problems.
No, definitely.
I mean,
How about keep it moving? If you get an ass whooping, you keep it moving.
Yeah.
If they say something you don't like, you keep it moving.
But niggas ain't just taking ass whoopings. Niggas is
You
pulling
got
out
to
guns.
learn
Niggas is
now.
pulling
Yeah.
out guns. Everybody
And that's
got
what I'm saying. We gotta
everybody
learn
got
back to that.
phones. Niggas are
Yeah.
scared. They're getting embarrassed. It's
Yeah.
a different world. Before you might take an ass whooping and
Nobody
somebody
knows.
might hear us tell it. Nobody knows. Somebody tell the story
Yeah.
about it. It is what it was. But now niggas is posting your shit
It's
all
worldwide.
on the internet.
Right.
So not just your
It's-
neighborhood. The whole
Right,
world
but that's
knows.
what I'm
Right.
saying. We got to get past them egos. And if you got your ass whooped, you just got your ass whooped and keep the shit pushing. Some of this shit, like, unless somebody really did something to you, what are you really killing them for? Like, because that's something you can't come back from. And that's the part I don't
agree.
understand.
I agree.
And I will never understand that. Like, you can't come back from that. So, okay, you got your ass whooped. So your thing is, let me go kill him. This person can never come back.
I agree.
Like, that's not cool.
And that's just us stating that without even like knowing the situation, like anything that's, the underlying causes of what happened, in this particular situation and a lot of other particular situations. But I'm sure there were other solutions.
Always.
And I'm sure there were other solutions. That's all I'm saying. That shit is like out of hand. It's been out of hand.
Way out of hand.
We don't see other cultures doing it to themselves at the rate that we do it to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Of course, human beings are human beings. And other cultures, you do it. It happens. But the rate at which we do it is just unacceptable. So we need to stop. Rest in peace to young Dolph. They said somebody else got popped like the next day at the same location, but they got them in custody, I believe.
It's bad out here, period. I was at the nail shop yesterday and I saw this man shoot at his girlfriend. So
really?
That's crazy.
No lie. No lie.
Really? Yeah, it's wild out here. It's just how wild out here in the streets right now. Shit is like crazy.
It's hot.
Crazy hot. People just came off of having an influx of money that they did not have.
Yeah. And now they no longer have it.
And now they no longer have it. And they're trying to restore the feeling. I just seen some young cats did a fucking run out at the Louis Vuitton store in Frisco.
That too, yeah.
Seen
I saw that.
There's been a lot of that
they
going
got
on.
caught, right?
I don't know.
They got like $100,000 worth.
There's been a lot of that going around though.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's a lot of value been placed on like all these fucking material things. It's always has, but it's like different. It's different. They hold that shit on a higher pedestal, or maybe it's just the money that they're gonna be able to get from it. But I don't know. People is desperate right now. It's hot in the streets. It's crazy. So watch your back. Keep your head on the swivel. It's a lot of follow home robberies that's going on right now. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't, but I've heard somebody talk about it.
Yeah, it's a lot of it's a lot of folks that's getting followed home from clubs, from nice areas. You know what I'm saying? People following them home and catching them slipping before they get to work or wherever they're trying to go.
It's a lot.
Yeah, streets is crazy.
This is another reason why I keep my ass at home. I know that's not like the way to live, and I know things can happen even if you're at home, but I just feel like I limit my risk from the fact that I really don't go nowhere. I get up maybe early and go to the grocery store and back home. I go to school with people's badass kids and back home. Like, that is my life.
Had to throw the badass kids in there.
Right. That's my life. Like, I feel the most safest at home. I don't feel safe being out. And I feel like that's bad because I feel like we're watching our own people and we're watching everybody else at the same damn time.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I mean, and that's the fear that's pumped up through all the different media outlets all the time, combined with, the stuff that you see. And then, I mean, like I said, it's just turmoil. People are broke. It's crazy.
Yeah, but folks gotta find a way to learn to live with each other. And if you don't have something, yes, go out and get it, but don't go out and get it from the next person that has worked hard for that shit.
Yeah, because they work hard for that shit.
Yeah.
That's the fact of the matter. Yeah.
And if you following folks home in the hood that ain't got it, like you ain't got it, like come on.
You know what?
I ain't got it, so don't come to me.
Right. Imagine being that person that's following somebody like, oh man, we got him. They pull up like on your block.
Yeah. But you know what she said hit home. I remember when I was living out in Atlanta and the first time my car got stolen, the first thing I thought, and I was still in school, I'm like, you really just stole a car from a broke ass college student. What is it? What was you gonna say?
What stood out to me was first time I got my car stolen.
Yes, because I got my car stolen 3 times when I lived in Atlanta.
And you want to go back?
Yes, that's where I want to live.
Hey, no, the car theft is high out there.
Very, because one of the reasons is because the police don't actually do nothing about it.
Apple is putting out a car with no steering wheel and no gas pedal. You don't have to worry about it.
I don't think any of that is
cost a lot.
That sounds scary.
So how much is gonna cost?
You don't
We
have to
talking
worry
about broke college students. You think they're gonna be able to
Right.
afford that?
They're gonna make it the affordable version, like that you can't. You got a motherfucker.
I don't think I want to
The
be on the
slim.
street with cars with no
the slim
steering
version,
wheel.
no
Right.
steering
Like,
wheel, no
Is
wheels.
it gonna be something in the front? I seen a Mercedes Benz like that. Like
Well,
It was
Apple
just-
they haven't even put out the prototype. I don't think for this
I
yet,
don't
but they
feel
just announced
safe.
it. It said 2025.
iRobot is coming to life.
We're
Yeah.
going to have because they of
don't
course
feel
we already
safe.
got the self-driving stuff, but
Yes, and I don't feel
But
safe with that shit
but the
either.
self-driving technology is like moving fast. And so that's going to be like a whole nother world right there. Like just get in.
But it's hard
Yeah.
to just trust something that you're not operating.
Right.
Because shit
Of
malfunctions.
course.
Even with you driving, shit can malfunction. But at least you can,
Yeah.
try to,
I
swerve, do
didn't
something.
say I'm
Like,
with none of that shit. I didn't say I'm with none of that shit. That shit scares the hell out of me. I don't know. Like, these niggas didn't watch Terminator or
Nah.
Minority Report.
those movies be
Or
trying
none
to
of this
tell us
shit.
what's going to happen.
They do.
They keep trying to make robots that do
Yeah.
like backflips and jumping off of buildings and parkour. I seen police dogs that be jumping on niggas and taking niggas down and tripping them. And it's getting out of hand. They try to make a robot. Like, did they see Terminator? They trying to make a robot smarter, the AI smarter than people. I'm like, y'all know what that means, right? That's when they gonna beat you. That's literally when the shift changes and this is not even. We don't even have to watch movies.
We
Right.
don't. But
Right.
we don't. I want to drop this gem, though, for those that are into the stock market. How he's talking about artificial intelligence, you might want to go ahead and invest in that if you haven't already.
Hey, invest
It's gonna make
in-
your ass money.
Invest in the Terminator company. All right? Because that's where it's at.
Well, I promise you, even if they do that with no steering wheel, all that, they gonna find a way to steal them cars. Do you know now they have a thing that some
Yeah.
people have where, you know how the thought was if your door didn't have, a key thing, you could
Right.
just, they actually
key
have,
fobs. They got the key fobs now. Yeah.
they got them things that will still
Chirp the
pop
door.
your car. So that's what I'm saying. It's like
I
inevitable.
do.
Yeah, somebody's going to come up with it.
A dude went up and down my block, popped everybody's shit. Beep, 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 when everybody's shit.
Hell no.
Wow.
We got him on tape on like all the neighbors.
All the
got
ring
him on-
lights and shit.
All the neighbors got him on the little video.
Yeah.
We all got him going from house to house, hitting everybody's car up.
Since Barb's not here, I have to tell the quick story because she's usually the story person. No lie. My mom was like,
Where were you?
We were at
You told
home.
the Barb story. You were
No,
somewhere.
we were at home. We weren't.
Oh.
Oh wait, me and my mom, we don't do the travel right now.
All right.
So she was mad though because she was like, I know I locked my car, and then she got that timer thing. You know that if you don't lock after a certain amount of time, it's supposed to automatically lock. She woke up the next morning. She said somebody went through my car and they got all my wash money. She was so mad that her quarters was gone. I was like,
Right.
Mama, I'll get you some more quarters. She was like, but no. And that's what she figured happened. Now that they can go around and just pop your shit, it
That's
don't even
good.
matter if you lock your car.
Nigga took all my cologne.
Oh, hell nah.
Nigga took.
Yes.
I had a whole like cologne stash in the car because
You never know when you need it. I
got
feel you.
me. I was so mad. I'm still mad because I
I
gotta
don't
like
blame you.
rebuild that collection.
Hey, it's a whole bunch of roaches in mine. And I'm not talking about bugs. It's,
Oh.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Talking about, and like,
Fuck.
they can't even be considered roaches. They big.
right.
So somebody will be
He gonna-
happy.
Oh, so he gonna get in your car and you gonna catch him.
Right.
You
You're gonna still be in the car.
He's gonna be in the car.
Right.
He's gonna be looking for a lighter still.
Right.
She's gonna be like, got you, nigga. Caught you,
Man.
nigga. What you think you doing?
I just need people to start only stealing from people who can afford to get it back. Because I was like,
Yeah.
every time I'm like, well, shit, I'm going to be on the bus because I can't. You a broke college. Where I'm going to go?
So how many? 3 times?
They got me 3 times. They got that same car twice, but the last time that they got it,
So
they
you-
messed it up so bad, I had to get a new car.
Oh, so they got it. You got it back.
Yeah. And then a couple of years later, I got it stolen again. From, ironically, I won't say
Was that
where.
on the easy
but I
to
was at
steal
work.
car list?
Apparently, and I did not know that.
What kind of
Got it.
car was it?
It was a shit. What kind of car was it? I've only had a few cars. I don't remember right now. It'll come to me. but apparently it was on one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
And so then I had to
It
get the
sounded
new
like
car.
if they kept getting you, it sounded like it was
Yeah.
like pretty easy.
Right.
And then I got the new car. And I thought I was good to go.
And they were like, oh, that's number 3.
But
on the
yo,
list.
let me tell you now, this story was funny though. Because I went to bed that night. And you know how your body is used to waking up even when you're off, but if you get up every day at the same time for work, you know, kind of like even on your off day, you tend to wake up.
Yeah.
So I'm laying there, and the lady next door used to always go to work in the middle of the night anyway. So when I heard a car start, I thought it was the lady next door. So I'm just laying in my
your
bed.
shit?
It was my shit. At some point, something said, "Get up."
fuck.
So I look out the window, and I had a townhouse
You
at that
shit
time.
driving off?
No, the car wasn't there. And so, like, and I parked right in front of my townhouse. So I stopped and I went, okay, I know I had a drink last night, but I wasn't drinking before. So I'm trying to remember, did you park your car right in front? So I'm looking around. I'm like, I don't see my shit. So I went and I laid back in my bed. I said, I know I'm tripping. And I got right back up as if that was going to change the scenario.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Still
my
not
shit.
there. Still not there.
Man, I called my sister. She lived a block away. I said, they stole my car again.
Again.
But the craziest part was when I called the police were more on, are you sure you paid your
This is
car off?
what I want to know.
Oh, that's that
Yeah.
bullshit.
This is what I want to know.
What's up?
What kind of alarm system you had on that thing?
The one that came with the car. I had
It
the
was,
key.
it was time to upgrade.
Well,
you
you
need
know.
to have it. Like, get the
And the
fuck off
shit
my
didn't
car.
go off. Like, that was the sad part.
Hey, get the fuck away. I'm going to shoot you. Get that alarm. The alarm
Man.
be like, hey, you better leave. I'm going to shoot you
I
right
need
now.
all of that when I move back. All of that. But now, low key, and then we can change subjects. I've gone back to the old school, okay? So I got that clink clink that
you
you
got-
put across
Oh,
the
wow.
steering wheel.
They probably
If
ain't
you
even got
want my
keys.
shit-
They don't have the key for that no more.
Right.
If you want my shit, you
nigga,
gonna
like, I
really
used
have
to know how to break
Right.
this shit right there. Nigga, that shit, I
And
gotta
now
call
they got
the
the
old
ones you
homie.
could put on like the pedals. So breaking my car if you want to, you ain't getting nowhere. You just not gonna get nowhere.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Let's say
I
old
had to.
school.
I got
You have to go with
tired.
the manual.
Huh?
You have to go with the manual.
No, that was
fuck
my
this
mom.
technology. Fuck this technology.
Yeah, my mom said we going to get you
The clink
the
clink.
bar, and that's
The
what we
club.
put on.
Was that what it's
That's what it's called.
Yeah, yeah.
And I put it on every night faithfully.
When you move back, don't you call into the show talking about somebody
Oh
took your
nah,
car.
I'm telling y'all, I got it on the steering wheel and the brake now. So if
No,
you
we
get
gon-
through all that, you really
we
wanted
gonna
my
make-
shit.
We gonna make her do a daily car report.
Right.
We gonna check in on this shit every day. Like, how's your car today? You still got it?
Don't do that. Don't put that out in the universe.
So with that brake thing, do you have to move that before you get in the car?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a whole contraption.
You got to put that key in, clink.
I hope you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nobody. I hope
So at
nobody
this
ever.
point, right? At
No.
the most they gonna do is bust
We're
in
not
my
gonna
window.
put that energy in the air.
They not
Nope.
even thinking about that.
Right.
They're
They
like,
gonna get. They gonna be like,
We're
what
not
the
even
fuck?
putting that energy in the
No.
air. No.
That's what they would do. They be, what the fuck? Now I'll move on to the next car.
All right. Well, I hope that you're able to keep all your cars in Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right. More fuck shit. This is the fuck shit of the week. Fuck shit of the week.
Is
fuck
it?
shit of the week.
Because I feel like where you going, they kind of all started connected after a certain point.
Nah, this is a
Fuck him. Is that who we about to talk
Yeah,
about?
you know
Fuck
what?
him.
Yeah, the fuck shit of the week. Smiley over there. Kyle Rittenhouse got away with murder.
I don't know why I allow myself to get upset because I already knew what the outcome of this shit was going to be because it's the same shit, different year. That's the only thing that has changed.
Yeah, this is the yearly update.
But
Right.
fuck him. All that shit was premeditated. I don't give a fuck. It just was.
It was.
I mean,
Same.
We knew it was coming. We're still upset because it's just a fucking another slap in the face, somewhat. That we've gotten over and over, and it's crazy because this was just someone supporting our cause that was murdered.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Right.
This wasn't even us particularly that got murdered. It was just just somebody, but they just wanted to stamp their stamp and let you know where they stand. You said again.
But we know that's how that go. Because even
Exactly.
in all the
Yeah.
other protests, back in the day, there were, as people, I hate the word, but I mean, that's how they refer to when we had allies.
Right.
They got taken out. because as they taking us out, they like, oh, you standing with them?
Right.
You got to go.
You with that shit, then fuck you too.
Right. And that's just what it was.
Yeah. I mean, it's already stated. We all, dude's mom drove him down for him to come he said, I didn't watch the whole trial. But now I'm looking at some of the transcripts.
To be a medic.
To be a medic?
With no supplies.
Right.
Just the AR.
But I was about to say, but with the AR though.
With no supplies, you're not trained to be a medic.
Right.
That too. I forgot that too.
With your dumb ass.
You got a fucking medic.
Right.
Drive this dude across state lines with a fucking illegally purchased rifle to be a medic with no supplies and untrained for him to instigate and then shoot and kill 2 people.
And then say, I felt threatened. After you instigate. See, that goes back to what I said.
It was crazy is he wasn't even confronted with the actual gun until the third person, the person that didn't even fucking die. The fuck?
Who then only pulled the gun out because he was shooting everybody else and he was trying to stop the threat.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. He was so threatened. He was threatened by the skateboard.
But what bothers me is I think they think that we think that we are mad about the time and the treatment that Black people get or people of color get. A lot of this shit is warranted though, and if people fuck up, then you got to pay the consequences.
Right.
However, how do they not understand that we're not saying Black folks shouldn't have to pay the consequences?
We're saying should.
Everybody.
Also,
right.
When they fuck up, have to suffer the consequences.
Exactly.
As well. Yes.
And y'all niggas is getting off, like how she said with the kid, positive reinforcement.
Yeah. Oh, and that's definitely what this was. This was definitely a battery in the back. Everything we knew was illegal.
He threw out everything. I'm sitting there going, how you throw out the gun charge with?
Right.
What do you mean? Like, it was illegal for him at his age to have a gun.
Cash said it last week. Why is the mother not implicated in being
Why is she not charged?
Driving the child across state lines with the fucking weapon.
You know where it made me go, what the fuck with this? I mean, this Jadakiss had a lot of what the fuck moments. But when he said, well, I don't feel you proved that he broke curfew. I'm sitting here going, I didn't live in Kenosha and knew they was on fucking curfew. So what you mean they didn't prove something that was already
that was already stated. Like, that was already what was going on.
Right. So it just, to me though, what was killer was we're watching this and some of the stuff that the judge was doing, like letting him pick his jury and stuff. He said, I've been doing this for 20 years. So that makes me question, well, there ain't no cameras in all these courtrooms.
Blatant.
What really be going on?
You already know. You know what's going on.
He's been letting people off and people have been getting away with shit for years.
It's crazy.
But at the same time, and this goes for everybody, when you get those letters in the mail that say that you are supposed to be doing jury duty, whether it's big or small, you need to show up.
But see, here's the problem with that though. Depending on where you live, it don't matter if you show up. Because if you even look at how they picked the jury in Florida, the judge outright said he felt that it was racial bias in how they chose the jury of only one Black person in a town that's 50% Black, and they still were ruling.
But how many of them showed up?
I showed up, and I never get
You've been in a jury selection?
Yeah.
So you know that they have the opportunity to have you or not have you.
Exactly.
But you're saying at least give yourself the opportunity to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree with showing up, but the problem is we have a system that you can show up and they still gonna be like, oh, you Black, nope.
Right.
Nope.
That's part of their strategy.
That's essentially what's happening in all of these cases is they've thrown out the people who would be able to, And then once they did that, they allowed him to go ahead and pick his jurors.
Yeah.
But go ahead and pick your guys.
I mean,
who do you feel confident in? Who's giving you the winky wink? Right?
It's crazy.
It is crazy. But we all knew this was going to happen, so we're not going to sit here and act surprised.
It wasn't, but can I say where it still infuriated me was that I felt like the day before I was emotional praying that Julius Jones didn't lose his life for a case where there was actual doubt that he even committed the crime. Right. Then the punk ass governor goes, okay, at the last minute after we done made you walk the walk and say goodbye to everybody, we gonna let you live. but you can't never get out,
Right.
even though there's still a chance you never committed this crime, right?
Right,
And we done
right.
already got 20-something years out of you.
Right.
Then we come the next fucking day, and you got this bitch ass who you got on camera killing 2 people, almost killing another one, and you like, oh, you got some more life to live. Go enjoy it.
Right.
What the fuck? I mean,
just-
if you needed more of a slap in the face, that was like, really, bruh? And you wonder why you have the issues that you have with people.
What it was just so that we know what it is, but the judge was so blatantly in
Very.
cahoots. He was so blatantly in cahoots. He was over there like pretty much on their side of the.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on? here?
Right.
Keying and all of that
Right.
shit.
Yeah. He's throwing shit out. Like we said, the shit when his phone went off playing the Trump theme. You know, your boy Gosar,
Oh,
get him out of here.
okay, so I done told you how I feel about his ass. And what's so funny to me is
I know we
it's
just
a
went.
problem.
I know we just went to a different place, but we.
I
talking
know,
about
because
this,
I told you it's all connected.
It is. This
It's
is
all connected.
Speaking. This is Representative Paul Gosar, who was speaking about the results of the trial.
Oh, I didn't
Did
hear that.
you see what he said? That should we give him a Congressional Medal of Honor?
Well, first of
Wow.
all, he's been censured, so he shouldn't give no suggestions.
But now he's coming. Like some of the shit
some
that
of
come
them
out of
want to
these
put him
dudes'
on their
mouth,
internship and shit.
Some of the shit that come out of these dudes' mouth, they pay.
crazy.
This dude said that. Oh man. Oh.
You have the one that's on that might be going down for sex trafficking that's in Congress, Matt Gaetz.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I think he should come work for me in Congress.
I mean,
and I'm going, really, bruh?
there's a certain selective amount of them that really press that line.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They
hard.
really pressing that line, and they've already spoken out pretty much. You saw a fucking dumbass X45. Then, well, I don't even want to
Drafted a whole letter.
I'm not even getting all of that. When he that's the fact that that's what he chooses to put his energy towards. Dude is nothing but a gaslighter. I'm not going to keep putting energy toward it, but that's all he does is gaslight situations. So already know
It
that.
worries me because even though we knew where it was going to go, it says so much of how much worse things can get. Because for people, here's my thing. People love to scream there about the Constitution. We have a constitutional right to be able to protest. That's our constitutional right. But you've now told somebody else they have a right to
be
come
able to-
into my right, say, now I feel threatened just by how you looked at me,
Right.
shoot me, and then when it's time for the trial, you put
Like
my character on
self-defense.
trial.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you let them walk. So you're saying that your right to carry a gun outweighs my constitutional right to protest for whatever the fuck I want to protest
the
for.
defense attorney, when he was giving like his final statements, he actually like made a statement and alluding to like the violence that already pervades in that neighborhood. Like, you know, like it's already violence going on here. Like, you gonna trip on this?
Yeah.
Like, you don't trip on all that violence. How you gonna trip on this? Like, it's
Wow.
He made the
That's that
comment even
bullshit.
about Jacob Blake. He was like, around here, you know, people get shot 7 times. He only shot this many times. Like,
Wow.
that is
Yeah,
really
that's
what he
crazy.
stood on.
Yeah.
Oh, and can I say this for anybody who listens to the show who fell for that little non-Oscar worthy thing he did on the stand and then tried to do when they you know,
Ridiculous.
found it. They actually did an interview with the attorney where he admitted it was planned.
Wow.
I'm sitting there going, some of y'all so idiot. We knew when you didn't even make a tear come out.
Right.
We knew it was practice.
the statements I'm hearing is like blatant statements.
Yeah.
He made a statement, hey, the community has spoken on how it feels about this type of situation, and that's what it is.
And that's what I'm saying. It makes me nervous now. You know, well,
No, I get what you're saying.
where you
because
just
it's
be like, really?
Because that sets a precedent
Yeah.
going forward. Now somebody else can instigate a situation, say that they felt threatened,
Right.
you know,
Do the same shit, basically.
As a result,
Yeah.
the flagpole keeps getting moved. Oh, you know, repeatedly. They just keep moving the goalposts.
Right.
Bow. You know, to what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. All right, man. Let's change the energy a little bit.
Jeez.
Let's get a little, yeah, right. It's a little bit some black girl
Yeah.
magic. Black girl. All right.
You gonna come up with a theme song for
I
that
might.
segment?
I might.
Yeah, it's your time to sing.
I might. Keisha Thorpe. Let's shout out Keisha Thorpe. Keisha Thorpe is a high school black teacher from Maryland.
Hey, teachers.
Hey, teacher. She was the winner of the $1 million Global Teacher Prize for 2021. All right, that's dope.
It's super dope.
Yay.
That's dope. Mainly for her work opening up college education for underprivileged students.
That's real awesome.
Yeah, the award was given by the Varkey Foundation after being selected from 8,000 nominations and applications from 121 countries around the world. Wow. Thorpe, she teaches English at International High School, Langley Park in Bladensburg, Maryland. She completely redesigned the 12th grade curriculum for the English department to make it culturally relevant to her students who are first-generation Americans, immigrants, or refugees from mostly Africa, the Middle East, the Caribbean, and South and Central America. That's dope.
Shout out Keisha.
Yeah.
$1 million
can do a lot
teaching
with
award. I didn't even know they were giving away $1 million teaching awards.
Man, shout out to Keisha
Tess.
though. Like, that's really important. I'm a firm
let's
believer.
Let's start working on your program.
Man,
All right.
I got it. We can do this.
All right.
But I think that's really important because I think sometimes that just opening the kids' eyes to the other opportunities gives.
That's so much. I mean,
yeah.
that's what so much is just what you're exposed to and what you're able to see, and then you can able to dream more.
Yep.
Right.
Shout out Keisha. Keisha's be doing it big.
That's
Keisha
super dope.
Thorpe.
Shout out to Keisha
A little
Thorpe.
bit of black girl magic, man. We needed
Hey.
A
We
lot
needed
of
that.
black girl magic right there.
a gang of black girl
Yeah.
magic. All right. Let's see. All right, we got verses. We got verses. Verses is back on the horizon. Did y'all see the Chaka Khan and Stephanie Mills?
Didn't want to.
No.
Damn.
Shaka,
And I like them.
Shaka
Either.
looks very beautiful, to say the least.
I didn't
I've
see
seen
it.
I saw
her
pictures.
recently,
Oh,
and she
wait.
looks
Let me take
good.
it back. I did. We had it on, but I didn't hear it.
And I
It
like
wasn't
Chaka
what I wanted to
Khan.
see. Right, I like both of them. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to see a
I-
verses with them.
I was not enthusiastic
I
about
was
this
not
one.
either.
And y'all know I be enthusiastic about like even the simple little trash verses.
Oh
Right?
no, I never wanted to watch it. Maybe if it was Shaka versus somebody else.
Yeah.
I
It
think it
would've-
was the Stephanie Mills part that had me not excited.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not disparaging
like
Stephanie
But
Mills.
who
I
should
just
it
only
have
know
been,
like three
though?
Stephanie Mills songs.
Like the Patty and Gladys, I was like,
Yeah, that was
okay.
on. They were matched up perfectly.
Stephanie got a gang of songs.
No.
She got some songs though.
No, she
Clearly,
had some
got
songs,
some songs.
but
She
okay,
got a whole
so
verses.
should it have been Stephanie Mills and Regina Bell? Something like that.
That would have been good.
I still don't think Stephanie Mills got enough songs. That don't.
Okay, so
That
she
doesn't make
does.
her have more
You
songs.
might be talking about the songs you know, but remember we had this discussion
Yeah.
before about them verses being songs that some of us never really listened to because we never listened to the albums like that. So
No, I'm even thinking about that.
guess-
How many albums does Stephanie have?
That's
One?
I think to do a verses, you have to have enough songs that can stand out front that aren't just like album cuts. And then you can have the album cuts maybe to get a little excuse me, deeper in your catalog. I don't know how many songs Stephanie Mills has that I even can sing.
I'm looking right now.
Right.
She has some songs though.
yeah, she has a few. She has
Clearly,
a few albums.
she got a verses.
Oh, she did Feel the Fire.
Feel
but
the
that wasn't
Fire?
her original
What I want to know
song,
is she
that
a
wasn't her-
writer?
That was Teddy Pendergrass. wasn't it?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
does that count?
Is she a writer?
She
that
could
maybe
be.
She's
She's a writer, I think too.
That's maybe
Um,
that could because that can get
And
you
she-
through.
Should I say
been
Feel the
on
Fire?
That can get you through if you're a writer. Because if you wrote a bunch of stuff, that's what got Keith Sweat through that
Hey,
battle.
she's got
Writing or
Brown.
a
producing?
greatest hits album that came out in '96. So that means she had
Yeah,
some hits. It
what's
just
on
might have
there?
been before our time.
Nah, they
know,
was
but
doing greatest hits for
Just
everybody.
because it's
in the
greatest
90s.
hits don't mean they were all great.
I'm
though.
just saying she may have been before our time, just because we don't know her like that.
No,
I mean, other ones,
you
though.
are absolutely right.
Because I saw
I
her
Feel
in
Good
concert,
All
I liked
Over.
her.
Do you remember?
Oh, I
That's
love
my
that
song.
That's one of the ones I know.
I love that
Okay.
song.
Something in the way you.
I
make me
love
feel.
that.
Yeah,
That one
something
gets,
in-
you
That's
know, that
another
song
one.
come on and you
Yeah.
But mine was Home from the
Shoulders.
Wiz.
Love
Shoulders.
from the
that
Wiz,
got
sure.
them shoulders going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never Knew Love.
Never knew love.
Never-
I love that song.
Yeah.
See?
Okay, you putting her on the map. Okay.
I love her.
Hey, I said 3.
That was 4. Get your count right.
Oh, well, I didn't know one of those.
She might bring up another one.
I'm trying.
No, she's almost done.
You know what?
Yeah.
You need to stop.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
She's almost done. All right, so we missed that one though, right? We all
Yeah.
missed it. So we
Yeah.
just
But you know, I be missing
we're just
them
kind of
regularly.
hypothetically thinking if Stephanie Mills had a shot. This is post that versus, so we know that probably didn't happen.
Yeah.
But we heard, we don't want to say what they said about Shaka because we didn't see it.
We ain't gonna give Auntie that energy.
We didn't see
Right.
it. We didn't see it. So I'm not gonna bag on something that I didn't see it. They were bagging though online.
I saw
I
that.
haven't seen it yet.
I told you I've been back on my Twitter,
Black
so
Twitter,
you know
Black Twitter has something to say.
they had a lot.
You guys chime in if you got something to say. Let us know how y'all felt about the Shaka Khan and Stephanie Mills. Bone and 3-6 Mafia is the next verses.
Boom, 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 boom,
Boom,
boom, boom, boom, boom.
So can I say this?
I probably have more affinity right there than I'm not a big Bone fan.
Me neither.
I have songs that I like from both of them,
It's
but I
the
won't be
third-
watching that versus either.
But are you a big 3-6 Mafia fan?
I am.
I can get with that shit.
Yeah.
I am. I think they're going to tear the club up. I think they gonna fuck Bone ass up. Bone got a lot of hits. I
They
know.
do.
They do
I'm-
have a
they
lot
do.
of hits.
And Bone got like huge hits. Probably 3-6 probably doesn't have a hit as big as Bone's probably top
Probably
3
not.
hits. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I can acknowledge that.
I couldn't really understand what them niggas were saying half the time, so that's why
With Bone?
they're probably probably why they're
They
not
missed their
mine.
Uncle Charles.
Well, we know that,
Yes.
but some other things.
No, it's true. Yeah.
Busy Bone gets touted for a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. I don't really know what he's saying either.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna miss everybody.
Everybody.
Oh, he's going to miss everybody. That's what he said right there. No, it should be interesting because I know Bone be like one they flowers. Bone don't think they be getting like the shouts out that they get, and they have had a like big career.
Yeah.
They do.
I think they do get their shouts though, and every time I look up to try to go to a West Coast concert, because you know I'm into my West Coast concerts, whether it's Snoop or Cube, they always got Bone on the bill.
And you like these niggas is
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Yes.
Yes. I agree with that.
But that's not necessarily getting their props. That's just saying they got good business, and so they get to perform. I mean, when people talk about all the greatest groups and all that
Yeah,
stuff,
they
you
don't
really
get
hear
named a
Bone.
lot.
You don't hear them named a lot when you hear that kind of stuff.
Even when you talk about
I
just
can agree
hip hop
with that.
groups,
Yeah.
you don't hear them.
I don't hear
named a lot.
anybody talk about
You don't
Bone
hear them as
Tommy.
pioneers in all
Yeah.
of the flipping
I
styles.
can
and
agree
stuff.
with
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And the way stuff is so melodic right now, even though they're not probably the main catalyst. Some of the other people
But
are
they
the
were
main.
But that
definitely
was
a
they
big
shit.
But
part
they were
of
ahead of
it.
their time. They were ahead of
Yeah.
their time, and they
For
were,
I'm not
Sure.
gonna act like I wasn't bumping their radio singles because
Right.
I was.
yeah. And I fucks with First of the Month.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I like them, but I still don't want to see
I'm
a
just not
versus
the big. I'm
with
just.
all
I,
of them.
but
Are they all gonna be
I know
there?
people that love Bone though. I fucks with 3-6 Mafia.
Maybe I just haven't got on the verses.
I feel like
'cause I
3-6
don't get
Mafia more
excited
fun.
behind
Well,
them like
I mean,
you do.
well, that's. everybody
I'm
does
saying
it.
I love music. I'm hit and miss with these verses. I don't know.
Right. Well, maybe if it's artists that you would care about, maybe you feel a little different. Maybe no, or no. All right. Maybe.
I
just
mean,
not
there's
into
been
it.
times when I felt like I wasn't going to care for either artist. And then I heard a song and was like, oh, yeah, I forgot they did that.
I've talked with people that aren't into them. I've talked with people that are. And sometimes you watch it and it, or maybe it's just me. It just pulls me in.
Yeah.
Like ones I didn't think I was going to be on.
Yeah.
I like the highlights that I get to see after. I don't know. Like, I feel like for me with concerts, like, I got to be there. Like, I've never been one of those people that just watches, like, the live versions of stuff. I just don't.
Because it's not just like a awards performance or just like a performance and they're actually engaging
But that's what I'm saying. I don't even really enjoy, like, the awards performance. Like, that. I just
what I'm
think
saying
that's just me.
I'm separating it even from those.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's because it's like it's presented in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? When they're doing these artists, and it's a homage to a lot of stuff that they're doing. So they tell stories.
Mm-hmm.
They give you reference to stuff, and and them having both of them together. Normally, when you get a concert and you get that perspective, you just get it from the person that's performing. But a lot of times, the stories are like engaging because these artists have history,
Right.
and they're giving you like stuff
Yeah.
that they normally wouldn't give you. You know what I'm saying? They're breaking down the origin
Because they're both right there.
Right.
Was Bone signed to Death Row?
Bone was signed to Ruthless.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
That was Eazy-E's group.
I know that, but that's for the West Coast concerts.
Yeah, that's
why.
Yeah.
I actually thought originally they were from the West Coast when they came out until, they kept saying Cleveland. And it was like, oh, they're from Cleveland because they gave me West Coast vibes.
Right.
So I like them, but
Well, they were groomed by Eazy-E.
right. I'll catch the highlights. And probably when we come in to record, y'all will probably be showing it like
I had that
always
shit
do.
blazing on the
So-
fucking projector.
Well, just know I will be sipping on some scissor.
Me too. I'll sip on some
Sipping on
scissor.
some sip.
Sipping
on some scissor.
scissor along with it while I'm watching it.
I'm gonna stay neutral. I don't know which way I'm gonna go.
I just know the 360 gonna be lit.
They are, because they're fun.
The only thing is we don't know who's gonna be there. Now, I don't know if they all go. Both of those groups have like turmoil in the group, so you'll never know who's gonna show up. We could have like
That's what I
not
was
the
saying
people
about
who
Bone,
we
like-
could have like not the people who we want to
See, I
show
don't
up.
know.
Show
Right.
up. It'd be like the offshoots.
But do the whole group get paid when the whole group don't show up?
I don't know how their contracts are set up, and I don't know how Versus compensates their people.
I thought some of them got paid.
I'm saying I just don't know how Versus compensates their people. I don't know what the setup is. So it's hard to, that could be negotiated, especially groups that are big like that. I'm sure Wu-Tang, you got to fucking
Man.
everybody like,
Right.
all right, then, that's 9, 10,
my
15
God.
niggas we got to talk
Right.
to. Yeah. So, all right. Chris Tucker.
What about
When's the
him?
last time you guys seen something from Chris Tucker that was funny?
That was funny? Oh,
His
okay.
stand-up was... I
funny.
chuckled.
Right? Yeah.
I thought that shit was trash.
I chuckled here
I
and
His
there.
smiled.
Netflix special?
Yeah.
But he was still doing Michael Jackson jokes.
Oh my God,
He did, but
That nigga was doing jokes that he was doing years and years and years ago. I'm not rolling.
What was his last movie? Rush Hour 3?
Rush Hour, something,
Was it?
whatever.
I think so.
Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown.
I like Jackie
I really
Brown.
had-
Jackie Brown was hard.
His role was small in that.
Jackie Brown was hard.
I had to think when you was like, what was the last thing you saw? Because I watched a lot of the repeats of Def Comedy Jam. So I'm like, but it's all old, like you said, like.
Well, the reason I'm saying that because Chris Tucker, every fucking 3 years he comes out with a new reason why he won't do a new Friday movie because he pretty much. I don't even want a new Friday no more. By the way, it's over.
No,
The
I
time
don't
has
want.
passed.
Well, Pops is not going to be involved.
Look,
So.
Yeah.
Besides that, the time has passed. Do y'all know Friday came out like 95?
Right.
They
Everybody 50 now. Like,
Nigga, we don't want to see Friday no
They
more.
had an opportunity to include everybody, and that would have been dope. But like you said, that ship has sailed.
Man,
The time
that
has
shit had
passed.
Yeah.
long sailed, man. Niggas holding
I
on that
agree.
shit for way too long.
I agree.
Way too
I'm
long.
happy with the 3.
All right.
Yeah.
So me too. I'm
I
happy
got
with
I got over Smokey not being a part of it
With Smokey,
on the
Yeah.
third one.
Smokey's
I think
still out here coming with reasons. This is why I didn't do Friday.
But the thing is, they made it seem like that was new. I feel like I've heard him say
too.
that before.
I've heard him say a bunch of stuff. I've heard him say that he was religious and that he don't
yeah, and he
want to
didn't
portray
want to
that.
promote the
But
weed stuff.
no, but that's not what he was saying then. He was just saying he didn't want to promote that image.
Look,
But
look
this-
at the image you playing in your movies. Period.
But
You're an
this-
actor.
Oh, this one, her per se, what he was saying was because it was such a weed movie, he didn't want to turn everybody into weed smokers because his movie was so big. He was going to be the person to make everybody smoke weed, and he didn't want to do that. So
Nigga,
But
that's
here's-
why he didn't want to make
The other movies was like big old people getting high.
Hey,
and
get
it
off
still
your
make
nut.
people
Get off
do
your
that.
own nuts, man. Yeah, we love the
Right.
movie, man. But all right, man, it's over. It's over. Stop that shit.
That
Quit
didn't make
talking
nobody
about that
wanna
shit.
Smoke. People was already smoking. They gonna
Quit talking
continue to
about that shit.
smoke.
Right.
Nigga, don't even give a fuck about Smokey no more.
right.
Nigga, them jokes is old, nigga.
I personally like Day Day better. I mean,
Jay just said, "Be happy if somebody wants your ass to be in another movie, nigga.
Nigga,
Be
if you
that."
don't stop with them
If you don't
old
get
ass
that check-
jokes, talking about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson told me, nigga, shut up. I've been doing them fucking jokes for 25 years.
he
Hey,
has.
somebody paying to go see that man.
Not much. When was the last time you see that nigga on a bill?
No, and I did look
I
at the last
haven't.
movie was Rush Hour 3.
And that wasn't that
Unless Google
good.
is
I thought they
wrong.
was gonna do a Rush Hour 4, but
Why?
they don't need it. Half of these movies that they keep,
Yeah.
they
And
don't
I
need
want
to
them
do.
to stop doing that in general.
Me
Like, I
too.
feel like it's
They've
time to
all
move on.
I will say that
I'm
they've
over it.
always done that.
But it's just, it's like you said, after so long, sometimes it's just like.
Look, I don't like if I go back to it with a new purpose. You know what I'm saying? Something, a new approach, new cast, something. I don't want you to, when they keep bringing back the next sequel, like
right
25 years after the last one. That's not getting.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that. Like, what's the? They still Ice Cube be doing it too. Yeah, we be negotiating about it. Shut up, Ice Cube. This nigga's lying. Nigga, ain't nobody talking to negotiating with your ass about a new Friday, nigga. With Debo dead,
right,
Pops is dead.
Right.
You old, nigga.
Hello.
This nigga Ice Cube.
And
I don't even think
old and stuff.
Hey, look. All right, I'm gonna say it. Niggas gonna be mad at me.
I don't care.
Y'all seen that subwoofer? Y'all seen that big subwoofer? The shit with all that with Snoop and Ice Cube and E40 and Too Short. Well, Ice Cube the only whack nigga on that shit. Everybody
And I love Ice Cube.
all them niggas is old
I ain't heard
and
it
still
or seen
partying.
it.
Yeah.
Ice Cube on there still talking about Superfly Snooker. Stop. Ice Cube needs some new bars.
He does.
He need a new stylist.
The whole
Take
thing.
that beanie off.
The whole thing.
Damn, you was going hard.
My nigga
No.
is tripping.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
He
lie.
still feel like
Ice
he the
Cube
shooter.
fan. That shit made me
Yeah.
sad seeing that shit. Ice Cube is
He's
not. That
stuffy.
was not a good showing for my guy. My guy, loosen up.
He wasn't
Yeah.
my guy.
Loosen
He's in the
up.
corner with Dre for me. I'm sorry.
He was
I'm
my
not.
guy.
He was my. I mean, he fucked up last year with all that shit. He
Yeah,
did
that was
with-
weird.
during
Some
the-
weird shit.
during the campaign.
Yeah.
I'm strictly talking in a musical sense. I kind of compartmentalize the shit.
Yeah,
I can take
I do
like
that
when you're
too.
stupid in your life, and
But I like your music.
Yeah. Except for when
Yeah.
you like R. Kelly.
Right.
It's hard to like really enjoy his music.
It is.
It is like I've
Because you're
tried.
thinking,
I
I'm thinking
still
about a
do.
kid.
I've tried to. That's
I
the
do.
that's the thing. And
Yeah.
if his lyrics were like more deep,
Yeah.
maybe. But
I
his shit
cannot.
is like not.
It's not.
His shit is straight there. Like, girl, I pick you up from school.
Right.
That nigga be tripping. Get in R. Kelly.
He does.
Wow. Oh, you know what's dope? I've been seeing
What?
artists are re-recording their music. Have you seen that?
No.
You seen
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift just re-recorded her whole one of those albums.
But what's dope about it? Are they like making it better or
No, reason what's dope is because they're getting control over their music that they may have given control up
Right.
over previously.
Like they
Yeah.
don't have the masters.
Like, yeah.
But what does re-recording
It allows you to put it
Now
back
they got
out.
the masters.
It allows you to put
Oh,
it
so
back out.
now they get the money.
It allows you to put it back
Right.
out. Taylor Swift just put out an album that she put out before. She re-recorded it, and now it's out, and it's a gold album again.
Right.
But she gets all the money this time.
Yes,
Got it.
Yeah.
yes.
So I saw Ashanti was apparently doing that, and Irv Gotti wasn't happy about
That's
it.
same thing. That was
Yeah.
another one I was about to refer to. Is Ashanti just did the same thing? She's re-recording some of her material, and a bunch of artists are doing it because people are starting to, read these contracts,
Yeah.
see what's going on, and they found out that there's statutes on some of the rules in these contracts, and so they can go in, re-record their music. It's essentially a new master, right? So they have to go in and do whatever they had to do in the beginning. They have to go in with get permission from the producer. If it's samples and shit on the song, they got to clear the samples and
Damn.
do all the thing. They got to do it just like they were doing it before, but they can release it. And so Taylor's like her new song, it's like Taylor Swift's Red. That's the album. And then it says Taylor's version in parentheses.
Well, I guess what I'm not understanding is, even with them re-releasing it, why can't they just get if they didn't re-release it, why can't they just get all the royalties or whatever from the
Well, because of however the contract was set up, a lot of times people give their publishing away to varying degrees initially, and they're not in the position to be able to negotiate for them back, right? For whatever said reason, or whoever is in the said position just won't negotiate to give them back. They just won't do that. They have the rights.
Now, do you see some of them releasing these albums as NFTs?
Possibly in some form or fashion. I mean, that's going on. I'm starting to see people releasing music as NFTs. So that could definitely happen in some form or fashion. The when Martin screwed that Wu-Tang album, that one of a kind Wu-Tang album that was made before that Old Boy bought, that's been now it was been processed and minted and sold as an NFT.
But it still was only one person could buy that, right?
Well,
or
did they
as
it being an NFT? I mean, that's what it does. It's minted, so it's depending on how many of that particular thing is done. That was a one of one. So it is what it is. The guy that owns that, he owns it. Now, he can do what he wants with it. He said that he is going to release it so people can hear it, because that was one of the things before. We didn't know if we were going to be able to hear it. He said he wants people to hear it.
But I thought initially it was released that way because they didn't want nobody to.
No, what they released it as a one of one, as an art piece that you had to purchase as a one of one. Now, once it got purchased, it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? The person
really, there was no stipulations in that.
No, it wasn't that no one could hear it. It was just that they wanted to create that time capsule. They sold it for that crazy amount. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to be able to do that as an art piece. But once it is what it is, it's still an album, and it was for the person who buys its discretion to what they want to do with it.
Okay.
All right, so that is something that's going on that I think is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. For all those bad contract artists.
Yeah, for all those bad contract artists. And Shanni, I saw Irv Gotti was talking shit, but not really. Like, he was kind of saying, like, she's fucking me out of my masters, but he was like, hey, but she, she's being a go-getter and doing that. I hope it works out for her, because she still the stuff that he has is still on the market. It's still there, whatever that is. It's just that the people have to, like, specifically. But now being in a time period where artists can speak directly to their fans and stuff, they can direct them to where they want them to go to get these things. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a website, or if it's just buying it and you knowing that I'm directing you specifically to buy this version so that you know specifically to do that. It's a look. It's a look for people to be able to take control of their material a little better. Tidal is giving people a little more control over their stuff too, because they're going to be they're setting up a new method. They got a free tier now. Spotify is a tier. Tidal has a new tier where they're allowing people to make money and pay their money to go directly to artists.
That's dope.
Through their platform, which is going to be interesting to see how it plays out. Because this is going to be an additional to this normal money that they're going to get from streaming, which is hardly anything. But this will allow artists to directly, it'll help, like, with their numbers. It'll help you them to, like, as far as their analytics too, because they can see directly, like, what's coming from coming to them. I don't want to get too deep into it because it's kind of deep, and to explain it would be a lot right now. But I thought.
Oh, you saw the lost look on my face, huh?
Yeah. I did.
At least I'm honest with mine, though. I don't understand everything, but it's okay.
I did. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll
break it down.
Stuff. Maybe we'll break it down like in another little content piece we'll do for the channel or something.
So you think everybody else is going to jump on board with it? And
I hope that this is the beginning of some changes just for the streaming platforms in general, but Tidal has always been artist facing and artist forward platform. That's how it was created, for the artists to be able to prosper a little better, because Spotify just doesn't give a fuck about artists. None of the platforms really do well, but it seems like Spotify gives a special fuck you to the artists on purpose. They do. They don't pay, like, Spotify pay your ass like 0.00036 something per stream. You gotta have like fucking 1 billion streams to make $100,000 fucking.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Didn't know that.
It is. Travis Scott got hit with a $2 billion lawsuit. I don't even know what you do when you get hit with a $2 billion lawsuit. So I don't even know what to say about it. I don't know what to say, but even the girlfriend is like, damn, nigga, $2 billion.
I saw a lot of people got named in them lawsuits.
It did. NRG Stadium.
Drake too.
Apple Music.
Yeah.
Live Nation.
So wait, I got a question. I was kind of in and out of this story. Did Drake get hit because he was on stage, or was he also part of the, like, this was also, one of the headliner
He
people.
got hit because he was on stage.
Okay,
People
that's
just,
what I was
people
thinking.
just shooting. People just shooting.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
People just shooting. Drake was a
But
dick.
is that really
Drake
the
wasn't
artist
even,
thing?
Drake wasn't
Like-
even part of the
I
lineup.
don't
He was a
think so.
special
And
guest.
that's what I was wondering because I was like, when I saw it, like I kind of knew it was coming, but when I saw Drake, I was like, did I miss something? I didn't know Drake was in the lineup, and I thought it was just me.
No.
It was a bunch of other people on the lineup too, but they didn't get.
Exactly. I'm
They
saying
might
it's
not
just
have-
that's just name recognition.
Yeah.
That's just name recognition. How you go somewhere and you somebody's at a club and they crew get in a fight and so the main
Right.
person gets sued.
But I just feel like, is that really the artist's responsibility? Like that seems like it's everybody else's.
Well, in this particular case, this is Travis's
Festival,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Right. And so like we said before, I don't know the chain of liability, but he falls somewhere in there.
Somewhere.
He falls somewhere in there because it's his thing. Like his
Yeah.
thing. Now his thing and he hires whoever to do whatever, but that liability still at some point falls on him because he's the one who hired
Right.
said parties to do whatever. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when it is when you're a superstar that fucking, promotes people chasing you down the street.
Right.
It's sad, but it's true.
And then the people there just keep partying when people
Yeah, they really did.
dropping dead next to him.
It's like, oh man, he's just
Right.
he's just a little tired. It's a little hot.
That shit's
A
crazy.
little hot around the collar.
$1 billion's a lot, though.
$2 billion.
Oh,
Yes,
2 billion. Well, $1 billion is a lot, so
Right.
2 is double a lot. Like,
That's what I said. I don't even know what you do when somebody says, like, with somebody, hey, we suing you for $2 billion.
Right.
What you about to eat? What we about to eat? Like, what do you do when somebody say about to sue you for $2 billion? You don't even trip that shit. You're like, well, shit. All right.
Do we got 2 billion?
I'm just okay, nigga. I don't got it.
I was going to ask to see that type of artist where they can really get $2 billion out of it.
He's not a. I mean, maybe all parties involved, and I'm sure it's going to be some sort of settlement. It's not going to be
And
$2 billion.
It has to be like some insurance and stuff too.
Of course,
right?
but I'm saying when
Yeah.
it comes down to it, it's going to be some kind of settlement. It's not going to be a
Right.
$2 billion settlement. That's the high end
Right.
of what they're
going to
saying
negotiate,
right now.
I'm sure.
And he's a huge artist, but he's not like $1 billion artist. He's not one of those guys. He's huge. I don't think.
I don't know.
I don't think. He's doing all this other shit. His girlfriend's $1 billion
Yeah.
makeup girl, pinup artist. Is that what she is? What is she?
I don't know what she is.
Next topic.
What is she?
I don't know.
She's a.
I don't know. What do we classify her as?
We don't.
Yeah.
No, she's something because she got $2 billion.
She
Makes a makeup person,
creator,
makeup influencer.
influencer for sure. She has her own line of stuff.
Okay, and TV personality.
TV personality for sure.
I'm just trying to like
How does it happen?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to narrow this down. I
I
mean,
feel like it's the makeup because these kids, they go crazy.
the shit do be selling out. Shit, but I like some lip gloss and it sell out in like 30 seconds.
It will.
But that's because she's you know who she is.
Right.
We're
That's
aware.
the only reason
Right.
why.
We're aware of that.
Yeah.
That's part of what we're saying.
No comment.
You don't know?
That's it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out the fucking shame, man. It's a lot of bread.
It
Yeah.
is.
Shit. And I think we out of topics. I told you it wasn't hardly that much stuff because this week was so fucking traumatic. We had all this bullshit.
It
went down.
was.
It was.
Very.
We didn't even want to talk about nothing. We were so sad because we knew what was getting ready to happen in the trial, and then it happened because fucking white America is a fucking piece of shit.
Right.
We covered everything.
I've blacked out the news and stuff. I'm just.
Yeah, like
talk
I
about
don't
everything.
follow
Yeah.
all of those things.
No, we didn't.
What?
You said something that I wanted to talk about. Why are they taking the name brand out of?
Oh, they are taking that. Yeah, before we go, that's cool. What they are taking, I don't know why they're taking. Oh, I do know why they're taking on the name brand because that's the lowest margins, the price margins on. They're taking all of the high end brands, all the like finds and stuff, the dope stuff that you find in like TJ Maxx and Ross and Marshalls and all the little.
So now it's about to be like a 99-cent
low-income
store.
Dollar General?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No,
Like,
but you know what I'm saying, but it's gonna be some trash.
Even
It's gonna be
Deez.
the other trash brands that be in there because all the other stuff is just regular. Then you'll look up.
So it's
and
gonna be like House of Darion?
Something cool.
yeah, you gonna see Baby Fat and
Right.
Fubu and shit.
Baby Fat is trying to make a comeback.
Fubu too.
Yeah.
Fubu trying to make a comeback too. So it's not gonna be the high end brands.
So where's that
that's
stuff gonna be?
They get the.
I'm not doing this.
You gonna have to pay for that stuff because it's such a nothing's getting anywhere because of the fucking ports are backed up.
Yeah.
So it's the demand isn't high. Stuff is getting sold. The tail end of people that had money because of the PPP loans and the EDD is still like they still selling
Still
off the
mad
end of
about
that stuff.
And they wasn't shopping at Marshalls and stuff.
Right.
They was going to get
No,
that.
that's what they're saying is
Yeah.
those places aren't giving the stuff to Marshalls that they normally would because that's what happens is all those places get like the overflow.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the overflow because they're selling the stuff,
Damn.
and they're like, we're not making no money off that shit, so we'll just do something else.
So those stores are probably gonna close.
What is closing?
No, they're not. They still get plenty of clothes. It's just
And I'm still.
Well,
Well,
It's
she
just
said
like
they're going to
the-
close because who's going to show
Yeah,
up?
right.
If you're not going to
There's
have the
plenty of
high-end
people
stuff.
there's
There
plenty
are
of
people that will go in there
doesn't get for the
regardless
designers.
of the high
They need
ends.
to go there for the jeans and the shirts.
But speaking of stuff closing,
Stop
Hey.
talking about people like that.
Hey, I know
CVS
those
is
people.
What
closing.
jeans are they gonna have though? Like,
There's plenty of jeans that aren't like
That
the
just
high.
fit?
We're talking about like the
Just
high
fit.
end designers stuff. We're
I
not
mean, their
talking about
ends
just
are not
stuff
that high in
that
there.
brands. Sometimes you'll run across some shit in there. Of course,
Yeah.
it's not that high. We know that. But you still might run across your. I don't know what the fucking little cheap jeans are called. All right, but the little cheap jeans.
Okay.
All right, Wranglers or something. I don't know.
Well, businesses are still doing bad. CVS is closing.
All of them?
They're closing.
Really,
Wow.
Too many robberies.
I've seen people just walking in and out of that shit.
I've been seeing
Like
this rock
theft?
CVS since I was a kid.
Hey, look, when you go in the store and there are like literally no employees at the counters and like
Yes.
when you like literally nobody,
How long
you
you
like
supposed to wait?
looking
Right.
for employees like, hey, I'm gonna pay for this. Hey, I'm gonna pay for it. Man, fuck y'all, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
He like, and I'm about to grab that too. Cause they not working. So
That'll be sad.
So it's the
I
employees.
don't want CVS to be gone.
Yeah, we
because we
losing-
need a
I don't
pharmacy. We
either.
need those
Yeah.
pharmacies.
Yeah.
More so than even the rest of the store. The pharmacy we need that pharmacy.
Yeah.
So that's kind of scary.
That's really all I go to CVS for is the pharmacy.
Well, Amazon's your friend. All right, get those Amazon
It is.
prescriptions.
Well, there's still
But-
Walgreens.
I'm a Walgreens.
Yeah, it's still
I'm saying
Walgreens.
Amazon is stepping their prescription game up though.
Amazon's stepping everything
I'm not selling
up.
They are.
because Amazon is just fucking everything.
They
up.
taking over.
Damn, they sell everything, man. Like, god damn, you be like, man, I couldn't find it. You go to Amazon, you find that
Right.
shit.
You do.
Might be marked up, but they got that hoe.
You find that shit. I done found like I just thought some shit up. Let me see that shit I saw one time somewhere and make up a name for it. You don't even know what it's called.
I've done
And
that
Amazon,
too,
you
and
be
it'll
like-
find it.
you be like, you mean this?
Yeah.
Amazon sells everything but cars, and that's to come,
Yeah.
I'm sure. But anything, homes, you want to build your home? They have the home kits, all of that. They sell everything.
So you could buy a kit? Is it like a tiny home or regular size?
Tiny home.
You can give me a few houses on Amazon right quick. Give me some houses this week
Shit. They sell guns on there.
on Prime. Give me some houses on Prime. You'll be there in 2 days.
Right. Free
2-day
delivery.
shipping, nigga. Give me a house 2-day free shipping.
Man,
Put it in the back.
No,
I'll set
for
it up
real.
later. I'll set it up later. Y'all got some property? Put up this house.
I can't with you.
My Amazon house. All right, man, let's go.
Yes, because
All right, we're going to have Tasha
today
drive
BMF.
We're going to have Tasha drive safely through the streets.
I ain't going nowhere.
Oh,
You
okay.
can cut it too
All right.
close. I will be
Okay.
right here.
All right. I was worried about you.
You know.
They done stole their car out. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, they stealing over here.
No, she's
Man.
safe over here. We go over there. We beat somebody's ass. Don't worry.
After you go find my car.
I'm saying we go beat somebody's ass if they attempted to steal your shit.
Oh, I appreciate it.
All right.
But no, I'm going to stay here so that I can see the final episode of the season with me.
We selling 50 show for him and shit. BMF
And
season
eventually-
finale coming Tuesday too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, by the time they hear this, it would have already been out. So,
Right.
But
You
I
need
gotta
to do
see
like
it.
special video clips of her reactions.
I don't know how you're not doing reaction videos.
Like for real.
Like for real.
Because you know how I like to watch it. Like, I've had to watch 2 episodes over here. This isn't my norm. I like to be already in my pajamas with my drink.
I'm gonna hit you
And
like
my
on
snacks.
Zoom. Oh, the season is over. Fuck.
That's how I like to be. I like
Second
to be.
season, we're doing reaction videos.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
I could do that.
Cool in the game.
But since you messed up my timing,
All right, we about to get out
I
of
don't
here.
have a
then.
choice.
Water.
We about to
Oh.
get out of here. Cause we gotta go.
oh,
We got to go. We about to bounce. So I'm gonna sitting around the room. I'm gonna let y'all tell them y'all shenanigans. And then y'all can tell them y'all shenanigans. And then they can hit y'all and we can live out. All right. Shout out to Extendo Guy. Hey, before I do that, before I send it around, I want to say that make sure that you follow These Ninjas podcast at These Ninjas Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check out TikTok. It's D33Z Ninjas. No, that's our Twitch, my bad. Check out Twitch. It's D33Z Ninjas. Our TikTok, These Ninjas Network. Make sure y'all tap in, subscribe, rate, share, all of that. All right, I'm going to send it around the room. Oh, also, www.theseninjas.com. Check the website out also before you go. And our YouTube is at youtube.com/These Ninjas Network. All right, I think that's everything. That is all of the stuff. So, ladies, Shanni, tell them where you're at.
You can find me in the trap. Nah, for real. I'm at Love So Outspoken on IG. That's how you can follow me. All right, y'all have a good week.
Word. Nikki Savage.
All right. You can follow me on Instagram at Truth Hurts with _ Nikki Savage. Come check me out. I got some stuff coming for y'all.
Whoa. Taz.
and you can find me on Instagram.
Oh, wait, hold up. Wait, my bad. Mocha Vibes.
Yes. And that's my handle. So you're going to find
Mocha
me
Vibes.
on Twitter and Instagram, Mocha _vibes, VYBEZ. And before we go out, I got to send a shout out, say happy birthday to my cousin Me.
Happy birthday.
Love you, Mish Mish.
Word up. All right. That's good. And I am JJ Dynamite, the coolest ninja you know. Catch me at Club Dynamite. Change the U to a V. Real simple on all of the, social media stuff. Word. Shout out to Extendo. Shout out to Cash T. Shout out to Vacation Barb. We about to go. We out.
Peace.